Legends, welcome back to the channel. That's right, today, AceDeck NYX Z1, the NYX, we could just call it the NYX. The NYX under my feet for the whole ride for the ERM day, and I've spent another day on it as well now, just riding it and getting a feel for this board. So I've probably done 50, 60 Ks on this thing, and it's absolutely beautiful. I really want to just get straight into this. Visually, aesthetics, very, very nice board. I'm going to give you my pros and cons at the end, so stick around to the end and I'll tell you all that. But this board, out of the box, looks absolutely magnificent. Let's get into the ride. I'll walk through the specs as we do the ride, and at the other end I'll give you my pros and cons and tell you what I really like and what I dislike, if we can find anything. So let's get into it.
In the specs of this board, speed mode straight up, elbowed, they're 20 kilometers an hour or 12.5 miles per hour. E mode, 40 kilometers an hour or 24.8 miles per hour. S mode is 50 kilometers an hour or 31 miles per hour. And S plus mode is 60 kilometers an hour or 37 miles per hour. Getting straight into the hubs, they're all CNC aluminium of course, and they're beautifully finished. Obviously, this is running 200 by 50 millimeter pneumatic wheels, 8-inch wheels. Battery is a Molicel P42 21700 14S 5P, which is why it's given so much torque and grunt to that 14S part of that battery. Most other boards like this are running a 12S 6P, so you get the 14s, gives you that extra little bit of boost and torque. Charger is a 4 amp charger, so 50 to 60 hertz, 3.5 amp, output 58.8 volts, 4 amp. So good size charger, and charging time for this massive battery is 5 to 6 hours, which obviously, fair bit of juice to get in there. Regenerative braking. The trucks are all CNC engineered. The width of them is 445 millimeters or 17.5 inches wide. So motor power on this is 6890. These massive motors cans are just epic. 130 kilovolt, 6,000 watt times 2. It's got a hill climb of a 50% plus gradient. The battery capacity is a 21 amp hour, 1058 watt hours. The remote obviously has 4 speeds with turbo mode on it. The FOC ESC is customized exclusively for AceDeck. It is their own FOC ESC. The braking curve on this is obviously really epically tight, and you can obviously adjust up the acceleration. The range on this beautiful big battery, this 14S 5P, is up to 70 kilometers with a 70 kg rider, up to 55 kilometers with a 100 kg rider, so they're expecting 55 kgs for someone like myself, and obviously running with the 8-inch pneumatic tires or 200 millimeter tires. Top speed of this board, as I said before, is 60 kilometers an hour. The dimensions of the overall board itself is 1085 millimeters by 444 centimeters wide by 250 by 250 millimeters. Max load 150 kilos or 330 pounds. The deck itself is 2-ply bamboo, 3-ply maple, 2-ply carbon fiber, and 2-ply fiberglass. Obviously it has regenerative braking as well, and just one thing's really nicely to look at, pick out of the video, the motor cans themselves have this really nice rib effect to it, which actually helps smooth the airflow out over the motors and help with the cooling during the acceleration, torque and braking process. So the motors, I had a 33 degree day as you saw from last week's video. The motors did not get hot at all for the whole ride, 35 Ks thereabouts, and I'm just on and off the throttle all the time, playing hard and doing what I do. And not once did it overheat, so
hope you liked all that. Got all the specs down pat. Now the pros and cons from my side. Pros, this thing is finished beautifully. It is so well put together. Right from the deck tape to the trucks to the motors to the battery box enclosure, all the rest of it. It is an absolutely really well engineered and really thought out piece of kit. Coming from an engineer, you know I like that, and I really like the quality of that sort of stuff. One thing these guys have done is they've gone the extra mile for everything. So gear drives, really nice, responsive. The torque is incredible in this thing, so fast and so responsive. You're 30k an hour and you jump on that throttle, she's going and she's going to take off on you. Braking, again, you've got a lot of adjustability in this, so you can actually tune that all down. The full heat sink Esc enclosure is beautiful. It's all, you know, proper bolted together. It is a full aluminium. I don't know whether it's cast or full CNC, but it is really well put together. Bolted in well. The trucks, obviously, people have said they're copies of other stuff. I tell you what, don't care. The trucks are absolutely magnificent in this. The CNC wheels, even down to the nuts they put on the wheel nuts of this is just beautiful. Aesthetically, it is very pleasing. The truck keeper plate on the front of this to keep the trucks in position and actually not break through. Again, really well made. They've just thought of everything. One thing I really like about this is this here, they've actually put a red marker here and a red marker on the plug. There it is there. And actually, if you lock it in, you can actually click it in and it clicks, holds in. No pulling out, no holding thing. And to undo it, you've actually got to pull it back. So it's got a slide shoulder on it. That's it, a slide shoulder. Click, and a slide shoulder. Just click, pull back, but you've got to pull it back and it pulls out. One thing I've never seen before is this lock-in mechanism. Very nice. Again, little things. Right, you're back here again. Back here again. Little things for me make all the difference, right? All the difference. So, pros, really nice. Finish, everything's machined, everything's put together beautifully. All right, everything's machined, everything's beautiful, everything's been put together properly. I really like everything about this. There's not many things I don't like, and to be picky, I really struggle to find anything negative about this board at all. But one thing I've got to say, and it's only a simple thing, and my only con is it's a simple one. And my Baja board has the same problem, so don't hold me back on this one, or don't hold me out to dry on this one. The bull bar, when lifting it or pulling the board up the curb, it's probably my only weakness on this board. The bull bar feels like it's giving or it's bending a little bit or it's twisting a little bit when I pull on this board. So it's not a light board. I'll put the weight right here so you can see it. It's not a light board, but in saying that, when you pull on that bull bar and you're pulling it up a gutter or pulling up a curb, you call them in America a curb, we call them gutters here in Australia. Don't know why. Anyway, get back to the thing. The bull bar feels like it's a bit not flimsy, but a bit weaker than I'd expect. As I said, my Baja board is exactly the same, a bit twingy, a bit weak. The bull bar on the Tramper is probably it's overkill, but it's damn strong. It is really strong. So that's probably my only weakness, there. Other than that, I've got no other cons. I can't find anything, I can't fault this board. It's got a huge amount of clearance underneath this. Actually, it just reminded while I was checking under there, one thing I must admit or say is these protruding bolts. I'm not a big fan, and it's probably an easy fix, and if you're engineering capable back home or in your own place, you could probably put some nylox on those and lock them off just so they're nuts, so the threads are not exposed. I would probably think about having to do something there, but you'd be able to do a quick fix if you wanted to get rid of that. It's not a major one because there is so much clearance under this board. It is huge amount of clearance, absolutely epic amount of clearance. I'll get a rule, hang on a second. I don't muck around here, straight into the steel rule, straight into the back, near the back here. We've got 120 mil of clearance there. We've got 140 mil thereabouts in the front, or in the middle, sorry. And we've got about 140 mil there. Now, saying that, in the middle of the truck set, we've got about 75 mil of clearance under the middle of the truck set, and under the bottom of the axle back here we've got about 45 mil. So I'll bring you around, I'll show you again. There. Okay. So as I said, huge amount of clearance under this thing. You won't bottom out very often. Maybe if the truck's hit, you're pretty unlucky. There is one more con, and it's a simple one. It's a simple fix, because when AceDeck send this board out to you, they actually send it out to you with 2 bushing options. I've got reds in the front, reds in the back, steering a bit heavy. I've lost 6 kilos, 7 kilos, guys. I'll put pounds up here as well so you know how much. 6 or 7 kilos. I'm on a bit of a weight loss journey, trying to get a bit thinner for summer, so I get my bikini body on. And I had a bit of trouble pushing or turning on the reds. So in saying that, I'd put the whites on, because I'm pretty sure the whites are the softer durometer, and that would give me a lot more turning. Now this didn't turn badly at all, let me just say that. Didn't turn badly at all, but I like a nimble, loose board, as you know from my other videos. I like to turn and carve pretty hard and pretty fast, so a looser board a lot of the time. I'm happy to go fast on a looser board. I just like that maneuverability and that turning. Anyway, that's it from the AceDeck NYX Z1. Damn stoked to have it. I'll see what the boys are doing, whether they're going to put some MBS bindings on this. Maybe I'll do a bit of a comparison against something else that's in my arsenal. We'll see. Let's hope the weather's a bit better, and I might crack out a video against something else, just to do some comparisons so you guys out there know what I'm thinking about these boards. Anyway, loving it, loving it, loving it. Beautiful board, great riding, great fun. You won't be disappointed if this is your choice, if this is your weapon of choice. And remember, eCruise, links down below on the website. And thank you to all the channel sponsors and supporters and stuff now. A lot of people getting on board, so I'm really happy to have you all. Remember, if you like the content, and I hope you do, give me some love, give me a like and a subscribe, and hope to see everybody out in the trails over summer. Remember, stay upright, keep smiling. Craig Taylor out. You!